Okay, I'm 25. Here's a lesson from someone a little bit older than you. Don't fucking
So
do
you're
that.
telling me
Don't trust
you're
strangers.
telling me I should trust somebody who's 15 years older than me that still plays RuneScape and scams people?
Hey, what's up? So I recently made the common scams of 2018, and I've been thinking about making the common skulltricks of 2018, but while getting a whole bunch of clips, I thought I'd make a RuneScape historical scam skulltrick video. So this is all the scams and the skulltricks / lures from very long ago. And of course I didn't include all of them because there was like 50 scams and skulltricks and lures and all that type of stuff throughout the history of RuneScape. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and don't forget to throw a like if you do want to see the most dangerous skull tricks of 2018. Alright, so this first one used to get a lot of people. This is right when the lending came out. If you guys used to play back then, players used to go to the north of the GE in like World 2, and players would be lending the SGS, the AGS, D-Claws. Once the skull tricker has a victim, he's gonna pitch an idea for him to come to the wild. Could be a RuneScape music video idea, or he could even pay him like 1 mil. The guy of course would get the land at the GE first, and then talk to him for a couple minutes so he forgets, and then he would take him to Edgeville, get him naked so he's risking nothing, take him into the wild, and then he gives back the lended item right before he dies. RIP.
What you gotta do first of all is, and by the way, this is not a glitch, it's the mechanics of the wilderness. You have to bring them into the wilderness and you get them to attack you first, and so they have the skull. This is important and it has to be done, otherwise the glitch is completely effed, so to speak. Next, you tell them to bring 3 items and you say that I'll be attacking you first. And what you see here is I'm giving him an item, a lent item, to bring with him to the wilderness, because even if he uses protect item, it will not matter because he will automatically lose it. He will lose it no matter what. Pretty much you just have to wait for them to attack back. You don't have to tell them to put on auto retaliate, it doesn't really matter. And as you'll see here, in a second he is going to attack me, therefore he's skulling.
We can see this version is very similar to the first version, but it is different, and it's kind of based on the skull trick being bugged versus them being naked and just handing back the item when they're skulled. Yeah, extremely smart and extremely glitched. Definitely not how it is nowadays. If you go and die in a Clan Wars portal, you come back, and if you were to attack the person that you're already in combat, you skull up. That is so bugged. And on top of you giving them the lended item so they can never protect item, very, very OP.
It worked. Yep. Dude, Banner's got sword deflate.
And of course this would happen all the time in the Red Dangerous Clan Wars portal, which was basically the same concept. The guy would risk nothing and then he'd give back the lended item.
Dude, I lost all my stuff, bro. What are you doing? How did you do that, you scammer?
Do what?
What? Oh my god, my stuff is all gone. What? Oh my god, you took my purple bandiard. What did you do? Oh my god, how did you do that?
In all of RuneScape, if you guys know Half-Life and Full Life XX back in the day, they were like insane PKers. I mean, they made multiple PK videos, risking bills of gold. And of course, these guys knew the wild very well, and they actually found one square that is, able to attack a player when it shouldn't be. They would mainly get their victim to Trollheim for a RuneScape music video, typical, and then they would lead them, to the back roads of the ice path. I'm not sure if Jagex did this intentionally, or they were lazy, or they just didn't notice, but if you step out one square too many, you'll go out to 20 wild, and of course most players would not know this, and this was back in the days when there was huge wilderness walls. Like they would make sure no one would get scammed or fall for any wilderness activity.
complaints regarding a skull tricking bug being abused in-game. We've been conducting investigations around this, and as a result, we're going to be going through flagged accounts to apply offenses and remove their wealth. All affected players have been specifically investigated. Our evidence conclusively shows and confirms clear bug abuse.
I definitely won't be including this in the 2018 Skulltrick video, but you know, no Skulltrick video from the past is complete without a Chinchompa lure. These things used to get everyone back in the day. Nowadays everyone trains range and, you know, goes to the multi spot where the monkeys are at, but back then everyone was poor and no one did that. Another insanely clever skull trick slash lore happened at the ice plateau. In order to do this skull trick, there'd be two groups of players. One group, you know, there'd be like 2 or 3 people sitting at the ice plateau, teleport deep out in the wilderness with their PK gear. And the other group would just be one person, and he would say like, I'm doing a drop party, I'm getting 99 mage. So once he has all of his victims, he might even have a friend help out, but they're gonna go to like Camelot. Once at Camelot, he's gonna say, I'm very close to 99 magic, and you know, let me just tele other a few people, and then we're gonna get it. And he's actually gonna do that legitly. Then he's gonna switch spellbooks to lunar and tele other everyone to the death plateau. And you know, everyone's already been used to like pressing accept, and they're just chilling back. You know, it's about to be a drop party, a 99 party. Little did they know. Here comes the. This is more of a lore than a skull trick, but you know, either way, the point of a skull trick is to make someone, you know, unexpectedly lose their items, and this is definitely a way people, you know, used to have that happen to them. Extremely scummy, but if I knew this when I was like 14 or something, I'd be doing it every single day. And who knows how many billions of gold pieces were PK'd this way. Even in this video, the guy PK'd like a 10 mil cash stack. Definitely some bank loot for back then. And again, feel free to leave a comment and throw a like if you actually want to see the 2018 OSR skull tricks. I honestly have like 10 plus written down, and I think it's going to be a great video, very informative, and you know, it should help everyone not get skull tricked, because there's a lot of people losing their bank that way. Alright, now this is the definition of an old school skull trick. This actually happened to me back in the day, and yeah, it's just so classic. The skull tricker would scout out someone with quite a bit of wealth, and you know, he says like, you want to be in a video, mainly a RuneScape music video, because everyone would want to be in those back in the day. He would make sure the victim is very close to his combat level, take him to like 5 or 10 wildy, get him to about 10 to 20 HP. After making sure the guy has a whip, he'll trade him like 4 dragon battle axes, and of course the 4 dragon battle axes were higher alchemy value than the whip, but nowadays it's based off the GE value. Like if you were to die with you know, a Bando's God Sword, it would be 11 mil, not like you know, 1 mil back in the day. I actually stumbled upon this scam, and there's no way I can not put it in the video. This scam, you know, it's not a skull trick, but it was very common, and it left me crying. I actually lost my full ruin and like glory and just everything I had. The guy put up 1 mil GP, and then he took it all out, and it was 10k plus 4 GP, and the 4 used to look like a K. And at the same time of him swapping the money, he'd put up like herbs and some diamonds and a whole bunch of items, so you know, your eyes would be looking at that and you never notice. And of course, back in the day, there was never like the red blinking you know, exclamation point. Yeah, I got freaking wrecked.
So for this occasion, I put together a video with all party hats. Some of these clips are old, but they're all 100% legit. You know, everyone. Just want to get another thing out of the way. Just because some people think that I lured, you know, they assume I'm a con and I would backstab anybody. I lure, and it's just what I do, but that's how I make money. Just like, you know, you cut a tree to make money, and I have no moral values. If you're at it and you're my friend, you have nothing to worry about. Just so you guys know.
Dude, I lost all my stuff, bro. What are you doing?
This is like a real lore guide. I'm not going to really show you how to get them there, but I'm pretty much going to show you how to do a lore to get them skulled without them even realizing it. And you're going to need summoning for this. First of all, you get them the Corporal Beast. Do whatever you got to get them the Corp. I mean, you can usually say something like, oh yeah, here's 400 mil, bring 3 items and come to Corp. I don't want you to attack me.
Yeah, so this one was pretty damn smart. If we actually look at, the interface and all the graphics, we can see it was quite a bit of time, probably a year or two after summoning, so who knows how long this was happening for before they patched it. After the Skulltricker gets the victim outside the Corp Cave, he would then give him a cannon set, and the guy's like, damn, a free cannon set, sure bro. And then the Skulltricker would be like, activate it bro, and the guy doesn't understand. Everyone was so dumb back then, and of course he'd make the cannon shoot, and then the guy would summon any type of familiar. The cannon would hit the familiar, engage into PvP combat, and it would actually skull the guy because it was his cannon.
Loadings nemuš nieko dar. Nemuš, kai tik palendu, tada muš. Na, gali. Nebemuš jau. Yes. Yes. Bėg, 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 bėg. Bėg, bėg, Domi, bėg, 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 Domi, bėg. Klavai, 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 klavai. Oh, yes. Sakiau, klavas gali turėti suką. So we've been doing this skull trick. It's pretty old, but still a lot of people fall for it. And this guy thinks we're gonna kill him for hides, but the sad truth is, he's gonna lose his claws. And I really like the people who say that we're gonna get like 20k from them, and then they just lose everything. So this next guy, he wasn't even skulled, and for some reason he said my BGS. So I think he thought that he's gonna lose his BGS, but he wasn't skulled, so I don't know why he said that. But later he got skulled for real, and he lost it.
And again, make sure you guys throw a like if you want to see the 2018 skull trick video. I'm sure it's gonna be a great video. I've already started working on it. I'm very excited. And yeah, after digging through so many clips, how can I not make a historical video like this? Definitely some great times in the old RuneScape. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.
Chronic drinking, old English, rags tie, gang sign, letters on my hat, and old